Yeah, moving on to Slipknot.
Major Slipknot album update. 16 songs are written and are very, very Iowa level heavy.
Now, are you a fan in any way?
I liked the earlier Slipknot stuff, absolutely. I can't remember what album it was that really not put me off, but I stopped listening after. I think it was...
We've got the self-titled.
Yep, in Iowa. Great.
Yeah, well, before that, Mate Feed Kill Repeat, the EP.
I've heard that, but I don't know much of it.
Then Iowa, then Volume 3.
I think it was Volume 3 was the last one that I did enjoy, but again, I felt there was a lot of Stone Sour influence, clean singing, which wasn't too bad, but it was just not the same texture as some from Iowa, you know what I mean?
Then All Hope Is Gone.
I didn't have that.
Okay. And then the last one, what is it? Volume 5.5? The Grey
Cuddles
Chapter.
and Kisses.
Let's just call it the Grey Chapter.
Cuddles and Kisses.
Cuddles and Kisses. We'll call it that.
The Grey Chapter's a very good way to put it. Obviously, it's meant to be like a tribute
to Paul.
Yeah, to Paul Gray. But it's definitely a grey area for actual Slipknot fans or people who like the heavier elements of Slipknot.
So I get the impression, based on what you've said there, is you like Slipknot, you don't like Corey Taylor, and you don't like Stone Sour.
No, quite the opposite. I did like Stone Sour.
Okay.
And I don't dislike Corey Taylor. I don't know the guy. What I don't like is that he went for having two separate bands. Obviously, he was in Stone Sour before he was in Slipknot and then joined the band. But there were two separate projects. One was heavy for the sake of really heavy, aggressive music, and one was melody and a bit more technical side. But I think they started a bit with groovier, actually, Stone Sour, and then went into that kind of metal side. Anyway, whatever. There were two separate projects, but it seemed to be they just get amalgamated, and Slipknot became Stone Sour, and it was like rock, pop, metal smushed together. Well, and it wasn't for me.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I remember the first Stone Sour album drop in, and the first track they released was Get Inside, and it was heavy, and there was a shredding guitar solo on there, which took me by surprise.
That I can't remember the name of the lead guitarist first.
It's Josh Rand.
Josh Rand. That dude had some weird, out the box guitar ideas. Nothing that was like super crazy, but at least different to other people, and I did like that about it. I thought it was really good.
Well, that's the point I was going to make. So to me, the defining factor between the two is, actually, I think Jim Root was fired from Stone Sour.
Was he?
Yeah,
I know he was in the band. I didn't know he was fired.
He was fired. So yeah, Slipknot is Jim Root and Mick Thompson, and Stone Sour is Jim Root and Josh Rand, or at least classic Stone Sour would be and you know how much of a fan I am of Mick Thompson. So I have a lot of time for Mick Thompson, a lot of time, respect, admiration. I wish I could be Mick Thompson. He's a cool motherfucker. I get the impression.
You suck righteous amounts of Mick Thompson cock.
Absolutely. This is a man that got into a knife fight with his brother, or his brother-in-law, or something like that, and Mick got stabbed in the head and survived.
Okay.
I mean, obviously ridiculous, and why do people play stupid games, win stupid prizes?
Well said.
Yeah. But, also, how metal? Just getting a knife fight with a member of your family, get stabbed in the head.
Definitely. And when you say that as in, like, a member of Slipknot getting into a knife fight, you go, that makes sense. And you say Stone Sour, and you go, but they were singing love songs? Like, what happened?
Yeah. So,
in my opinion.
I know you're sceptical, and so am I, to be completely honest.
I'll still give it a listen.
Talking about Iowa levels of heavy. Well, Joey's not in the band anymore, is he? So
no, he left. I think it was after All Hope Is Gone.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Around about that time anyway.
Last album,
because he had a couple other projects. He had a project with Jed Simon,
right?
Scar the Martyr, I believe it was called, and a couple other guys. And I'm not sure what he's doing otherwise.
So fingers crossed, and I know it won't be the case, but I can still get my hopes up. Fingers crossed, maybe Mick Thompson's exerting some of his influence on things.
We can hope.
Yeah. I'm sure I've said this on the Guitar Souls before. I remember reading a Mick Thompson interview when I was younger. He was a really big influence on me when I was younger. He got me into all the shred thing. I remember reading an article where he talked about like Cacophony and Racer X and bands like that. And I went and checked them all out, and I was hooked from there on. But yeah, so I remember reading in an interview him saying, he was asked, do you plan on doing a solo album or maybe a side project like all the other guys in the band do? And Mick was like, no, I quite like the fact that when we're not on tour and we're not doing things, I can just sit around the house, drink beer and masturbate. And I was like, I respect that.
Keep it real.
That's good.
Keep it real.
Go and do your thing.
You go, Glen Coco.
Yeah, though I think he's much cooler back in the BC Rich days, unfortunately. Because I should really have prepared and got my my Warlock out of the loft so I could have it and show it off during this.
We'll do that for a special episode.
Yeah. Not too much of a fan of his new Jackson, to be honest.
I haven't even seen it.
Just standard Jackson. Keep talking, I'll bring it up. Well, he has his proprietary bridge design, doesn't he?
Is that... Does he own some sort of patent or copyright on that?
I'm not sure, actually.
Because obviously it was meant to be like a Ibanez RG. They just ripped the trem out and gave him this big fuck off thick tailpiece bridge that fit right into the trem slot, which was cool.
And he has that.
Oh, it's $666.65. How cool. Right, that is a boring dinky. And they've got a cap over where the trem arm would go in.
Yeah, so it's
like
actually
metallic...
it's a fixed bridge,
but it's
designed
like
to feel like a Floyd Rose. He likes the feel of a Floyd Rose, but he likes a fixed bridge.
I think he also likes the micro tuning, doesn't he?
Yeah,
the adjustments. I mean, like, see, when I was younger, I probably would have thought that's a fucking cool guitar, but with all the guitars that are out there, that's plain as fuck, in my opinion. And
I mean,
price tag
there is a cheap one. That's the custom shop one.
Yeah, but the price tag on it does not justify.
No.
And what the fuck is going on with that bridge? Look at it. It looks like an old, ugly Kayla.
Yeah.
That's...
Fixed bridge that's supposed to feel like a Floyd Rose.
Why don't they just offer the Floyd Rose alternative they've built on the custom shop on these lines, like Ibanez did? That to me is a cheeky, easy way to save money.
Yeah, a corner cutter. And
it's not as if it's a cheap guitar. 750 quid isn't that cheap.
Yeah, but here's the £3,000 one.
So it's just a black soloist with the same bridge.
Yeah, not interesting. Obviously has his pickups in it, but yeah, to me, obviously something major must have gone down between him and BC Rich. But when he was playing the Warlock, it was, I'm not going to say iconic, but the Warlock is iconic in itself.
Oh, the Warlock is like a heavy metal into death metal territory and further guitar.
Yeah.
Terence Hobbs for Suffocation has always used the Warlock shape and also had a falling out with BC Rich. Trying who else had played like Warlocks and stuff.
Rob Flynn.
Did Max Cavalera not play one for the longest time as well? I'm pretty certain he had one that had the bridge pickup in it, and it had the discharge sticker on it too. There's so many guitarists that play them.
Yeah.
Craig in my band still uses one.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool guitars. And when he moved over to Ibanez, he had that strange shape signature model that he released, but then just went on to the RG shape. And while the RG shape is iconic, I feel that, I mean, just look at Slipknot. They're a theatrical band. It's all about the look. We need to look extreme. You've got a guy with fucking spikes coming out of his head.
You need to act extreme. The guy that just run about clown, just hitting fucking empty beer barrels with baseball bats.
So give us an extreme looking guitar. Mick, go back to the Warlock, mate.
I don't mind the soloist shape, but I'm not too keen on these new guitars.
It's just, it's not cool enough for me to go, I'm going to buy that. Because at a glance, you don't know that's a Mick Thompson model. Whereas the old Hate signature BC Rich.
Oh, you can see that for a mile away.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely. I used to play that guitar in a Muse cover band.
Oh, yeah. Levi, you're a man of many talents.
I know.
I
know. I was young and stupid.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing's really changed. I'm still. I'm just old and stupid now.
That's all right, mate.
So there we go. Slipknot. Fingers crossed, guys. Please pull it out and do something heavy. But not holding out much hope.
And on to the